Welcome to the Yaka Digital Network. Try running across a field while controlling an object at your feet, but without ever looking down at it. That is the exact challenge you face in field hockey. You have to process the positions of your teammates and opponents while keeping the ball perfectly controlled. To do this, you rely on peripheral vision, tracking the blur of the ball near your feet, while your direct focus stays firmly on the open field ahead. You cannot use peripheral vision standing straight up. Look at this biomechanics diagram. The upright posture has a dangerously high center of gravity. A low stance with deeply bent knees brings your center of gravity closer to the ground. Zooming in, your left hand at the top acts as the steering wheel. Your right hand grips lower down, providing precise power and control. Safety is the absolute priority when dealing with rigid sticks and hard hockey balls. You must wear shin guards and mouth guards at all times. And as this red safety line indicates, there is a strict limit on your swing. You never raise your stick above shoulder height, even when tackling or shooting. Getting low, placing your hands correctly, and keeping the stick below the shoulder ensures you are in total command. The stick stops being a hazard and becomes a controlled extension of your own arm. Field hockey sticks have a rounded side and a flat side. By rule, you are only allowed to touch the ball with the flat side. Because of that flat side rule, you cannot simply push the ball straight ahead to beat a defender. This overhead diagram traces the solution, the Indian dribble. You move the ball back and forth from left to right in a semicircle, or V pattern, across the front of your toes. To keep the flat side flush against the ball along that entire path, you have to actively rotate the stick. Watch the shaft of the stick in this animation. Your left hand, the steering wheel, twists the stick back and forth as you pull the ball across your body. Take a moment to test this mechanic right now. Pause the video, grab a hockey stick or a broom, drop into your low stance, and practice tracing that V pattern 5 times. Try to do it without looking down. When it is time to move the ball to a teammate, how you strike it matters. This side-by-side comparison shows the difference between a slap and a push pass. On the left, slapping the stick at the ball causes a dangerous, unpredictable vertical bounce. On the right, the push pass keeps the stick in continuous contact with the ball, driving through with the legs for a smooth, grounded release. By rotating the flat side to keep possession and using the grounded push pass, your team can move the ball up the pitch significantly faster than any single player can sprint, while keeping the game safe. The rules of field hockey place strict constraints on your body. Unlike the goalkeeper, field players are completely forbidden from using their feet, hands, or any other body part to stop, kick, or deflect the ball. You also cannot use your body as a shield. In this overhead diagram, the ball carrier is turning their back to block a defender's legal tackle path. This is a foul called obstruction. Every player must have an equal chance to play the ball with their stick. These constraints force teams to rely on passing to reach the most important geometric feature on the pitch. Looking at this aerial view, you see a brightly illuminated semicircle surrounding the goal. This is the striking circle, commonly called the D. The D dictates scoring. In this animation, the first ball path starts outside the D and crosses the goal line, but it is marked with a red X because it does not count. To score a valid goal, the ball must be struck or deflected by an attacker's stick from exactly inside this boundary. You cannot physically shield the ball to muscle your way down the field, and you cannot take a shot from the midfield. You have to rely on spatial awareness and calculated passing to successfully penetrate the D. The gate weave drill tests these mechanics. This layout maps 5 cone pairs in a zigzag. A vector traces the ball's path, and an indicator shows your line of sight. Navigate using the Indian dribble with peripheral vision rather than staring down. After clearing the final gate, you end the sequence by executing a clean, grounded push pass to a teammate waiting inside the D. Here is your final mastery checklist. 1. Maintain a low stance with the correct grip. 2. Use the Indian dribble with a rotating flat side. 3. Distribute the ball with a grounded push pass. And 4. Strictly observe safety limits, keeping the stick below the shoulder and avoiding obstruction. Committing these technical limits to muscle memory frees your brain to safely read the field. Thank you for learning with the Yaka Digital Network. Visit our website for more practical drills and physical education resources.